In this tutorial, I will tell you what is number in PHP. Number actually can be represented by the integer or float data types. Integers are the whole numbers and can be positive or negative. I already have shown you about the integers, float, etc. in my previous lectures. So I hope you will go back and then understand the integer or float and how those work. Here it is also told that floats are numbers with decimal points and can be positive or negative. There are PHP also supports the use of octal and hexadecimal, but I am not going to describe those because that is not important for now. PHP has a set of built-in mathematical functions that are I will tell or I will describe about the mathematical functions later, not in this tutorial. In next tutorial I will discuss about that. Just these are the things that is related to the number. I am now going to show you, as I already have shown you how integer and floating numbers work, so I am not going to describe those anymore. So I am not going to repeat that. Now I am going to introduce you with another thing, that is NaN. That means not a number. NaN means not a number. If you want to do something that is actually not possible, or if you want to run any impossible mathematical functions, impossible mathematical operations, then NaN will be used in that case. For example, if you want to divide a number by 0, or to run something where the square root of a negative number is needed, in that case it will not be possible actually to run the operation, because that is not possible. You cannot get the square root of a negative number. It is actually not possible. So I am going to show you that. If I go to the PHP block, and here if I want to make a square root, there is a built-in function in PHP in order to square root, and that is sqrt. So in order to square root of a number, for example, I want to give the square root of the number 6, for example, or 9. Here I give 9. So if I run the echo sqrt 9, what will happen? I am going to run this. You see that 3. That means the square root of 9 equal to 3. If I go to give the square root of 144, you see that it is 12, right? And if I give the square root of 12, then it will see that it is 3.46 or something fraction. But if I give here a minus symbol, a square root minus 12, what will happen if I go to run this? It is returning me NaN. NaN means not a number. There is a function in order to check if a function is a square root or not, if a function is NaN or not. For example, I can call is NaN. If it is NaN, so it will be, for example, this echo is NaN sqrt. Then if actually this is NaN, then it will return 1. That means it will be true. So if I refresh it, you will see that it is returning 1. So this is actually the is NaN. After the NaN, I hope you have understood this. After that, there is another one, that is numerical string. In order to find if a variable is numeric or not, you can use isNumeric function. I am going to show you that in order to get if a function is numeric. For example, I am going to give a variable a equal to 12, and I am going to check. I am going to use var dump is numeric. If a is numeric, I am going to check it. Okay, so I am going just to refresh. You see that boolean is equal to true. That means it is actually boolean. Boolean means true or false, you know. So this is what is data type. It will be boolean data type. That means the output, and it will be actually true. That means the value will be true. So data type and value both will be shown here. That is bool true. If you use var dump, it will show you everything, every detail. For example, I call here a string. That means this is also an integer, but it is actually not integer. By default it is actually a string, but the string here is not like that. Bangladesh, the string is not like that. If I want to check if it is used numeric, what you will see, it is false, because it is not possible, because Bangladesh has no numeric value. It is not possible. But if I put something like this, though it is a string, but it has a numeric value, that is 1 2 3. So if I want to check it, the boolean is true. That means if it has a value that is numeric, no matter it is integer or string format, but it has a value that is numeric, then I will get the result as true. So this is actually the logic behind it, and I hope you have understood about the numbers in PHP.